Let's talk to one of Paul's former teammates. Peter Schmeichel was watching all night at Old Trafford. Good to see you, Peter. And how impressed were you with your former club tonight?
Yeah, good to see you too, Steve, and Paul and Steve. It was really one of those nights at Old Trafford. We haven't experienced many of them in recent years, and it reminded me a bit of when we played here, Paul, the European nights. That atmosphere. That was a big demonstration before the game outside, and that that atmosphere was brought into the stadium, and it was there right from the beginning, and it helped the players. You could see how they responded to that. They were aggressive. They were chasing lost causes, something that we haven't seen for, I don't know, I'm not talking about months here, but years. And it was really, really good to watch it. And whenever they did that, whenever they were chasing the ball, the crowd just got louder and louder and louder. And that is something that, at least that's something I'm going to take away from this night as one of the biggest experiences.
Pete, Scholes, you okay, mate?
Yeah, good. And you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Big smile, eh?
Big smile, yeah, makes a change, eh?
It does make a change.
Got Macaroni next to me, it's brilliant, this. It's brilliant.
I never moan, Pete, you know that.
I want to go on all night, I want to go on all night. Now, you're just talking about the atmosphere in the ground there. I know it's difficult for us to pick up, but it felt like it was loud, and sometimes it just takes that tackle, that one tackle, to really get that crowd going. And I thought that happened tonight. I was a little bit worried about the back four tonight, to be honest with you, Peter, but I think that left-hand side especially, Martinez and Malacio, I was a little bit worried about that with the inexperience, but I thought they were magnificent, all four of them, and the goalkeeper. I won't leave the keeper out for you, Peter.
Yeah, no, they were excellent. I think we both share that feeling over the last couple of years, that it's been vulnerable at the back. Anything could happen. Yeah. And we saw in the first game here against Brighton how that right defending, the right full-back and that right centre half didn't work together. Brighton were just hurting us down the left-hand side. Today, that was not the case. And if you think about it, Salah, who is an absolutely fantastic player, he didn't really have anything until he got that chance where he scored. And he was kept so quiet by those two. I thought they were excellent. But I also thought Varane in the first half, I mean, he was just so solid. And it was something that, transmitted onto the crowd. It was like the crowd was giving the players something, and the players were giving them something in return. And then they gave something to kind of build up. And the atmosphere, it's the best atmosphere that I've experienced at Old Trafford for years. And hopefully, this is something the players are going to take back home for their preparations for the next coming games. That if you do that, that is the response you get from the Theatre of Dreams. And that's what it was tonight.
I was just about to say, Peter, how important is it they build on this now? We know how much United needed the result and the performance and the atmosphere, as you say, tonight. But can this really push them on now under Erik ten Hag?
Yeah, Steve just said there, the next game is Southampton, 12:30 kickoff on Saturday morning. 12:30 has never been a Man United favourite kickoff, so that is a big test in itself. But also Southampton away has always been a difficult fixture for Manchester United. And of course, Southampton, they've just come off a win against Leicester, a really, really big win. So that is another big test. But I have to say that we can talk about these games coming up individually as big tests, but they're all big tests. We're in a transition period as Manchester United have been for nearly 10 years, but this is the one time that we have to get it right. We've brought in a manager who has a certain way of playing, and he did try that against Brentford. The players weren't really ready for that, so he's changed it. I like that. I really, honestly, for me, I gained a lot of respect for him today, that he was big enough to go a little bit away from what he stands for, what he's been brought in to do for this football team, understanding that they're not ready to play that game. Every goal kick was kicked up the pitch, for instance. We've not done that for years. We tried to play our way out, and there was no point in doing that. He understood that and changed it. That was brilliant. But I think every game that comes up now, the players need to do exactly what they did today. And that was working hard, as Scholes has said before, win the tackles, chasing lost cause, all of these things, and then not think too much about playing beautiful football. That will come in time. I'm absolutely sure about that.
Tremendous stuff, Peter. And do you know what? We'd forgotten what it was like to see Scholesy smile. It'd been that long.
I'm so happy I could help you.
Great to see you, top man. OK, and Peter Schmeichel talking there about this credit for Erik ten Hag. High time we got the views.